morning. Let's get the ironing done. Is that the lowest we can go? Oh, you're awfully high. There, that'll do. Good morning, everyone. Let me get a minute just to catch my breath here. Honest to God, this is driving me crazy. Oof. We've no shaky. It's with the inhaler. Let me get the chat up. So we've got lots of ironing that needs done. So we'll get that done today and then I'll be happy with that. There we are. I found it. Is the sound down? Sound is down. Oh, let me just get a minute. There we are. That's us. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm having an emerge today. I know it's naughty, but listen, it's the least of my worries at the moment. Lovely. So, I don't even know where to begin. Where will I start? I'm going to do my jammies. I'll start with this pillowcase. There's stuff off phone. See, it's like Mount Everest. Stuff's off phone. Things are falling all over the place. There we are. Oof. Ah, there. Honestly, it's driving me nuts. I went for a shower, as I said. It took me 10 minutes. 10 minutes when I come out of the shower to take to pull myself together. So, it's horrible. See if I'm no better by next week. I'm going to go up a keto. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for coming in. Do you know, I think these are the wrong glasses. I can't see the chat. I think these are the wrong glasses. I'm going to be, that's what I'm going to be like. I'm going to be like that at the screen. Anyway, let's get this done. And I'll feel better once my ironing's done, because it's really needing done. I've been watching the news. I don't know. Some things aren't adding up for me, by the way. Things are not adding up. It's like, this is what I can't stand. How it's one rule for, like, say, politicians, famous people, members of the royal family, that kind of thing. There's one rule for them and there's another rule for us normal folk, right? Now, this is fishy to me, right? This is maybe it's just me. Think of this, my jammies. I'm actually wearing my jammies. I'm not going anywhere today, so I was showering jammies on. Thank you very much. Right, this is fishy. Hold on. I was like, what's going on here? The police yesterday, you know how I was talking about yesterday, our ex-First Minister and our man was arrested yesterday for embezzling 600,000, over £500,000, £600,000, right? So, of money that the poor folk like my mum and dad had been giving them for the SNP, right? So, here, 20 minutes before the police arrived at her house, guess what? She left. She left the house 20 minutes before the police got there. Now, to me and everybody that's got a bit of common sense, she's been tipped off, hasn't she? She's been tipped off that the police are coming to her house. Now, can you imagine if that was like every Tom, Dick and Harry? Oh, here, the police are coming to your house. Oh, we better flush some stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? So, she's obviously been tipped off that the police were coming to her house, and she's left it 20 minutes before 20 minutes before the police got there. Now, that's just, to me, that's not right. That is not right. That's not right at all. Again, it's like the normal people. We've got one rule and then they've got another. That's the stuff that drives me bloody insane, that kind of stuff. That's the stuff that really annoys me. The legging it 20 minutes before the police got there. So somebody's obviously phoned her up and here, by the way, the police are coming to your house in 20 minutes. And she's went, well, that's it. I'm off. Husband, you're on your own, by the way. I'm away. I wouldn't have been surprised if she'd have boarded a wee flight and she'd have been on her way to Mexico or something like that at this point. But look, we're all shook here. We're all absolutely shook. And see the Scottish independence cause, they've made it as absolutely tits up, you can say. Because I don't think they're going to get many voters now after the shenanigans that's been going on. I mean, are you really going to vote for a party that you can't trust? So this is it. This is. I'll probably still will vote for SNP probably because that's. Listen, well, I don't know. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. But it's this. Look, I'm absolutely shook with this tipped off that the police are coming to your house. That doesn't happen to normal people, as I say. Normal people, they normally know the police are there at like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning when they're getting a battering rammed through their door. Yeah, then they know the police are there. That's the police battering the door down. It's just not. It's not right. Is what it is. I'm fed up. I'm going to write a letter to somebody. I don't know who. I'm going to write a letter to somebody saying, look, I'm not happy about this, Scotland. Get your bloody act together. Let's try and help some people. Let's get the schools sorted, the hospitals sorted, all that kind of stuff. Let's get the country sorted. Jenny, my gorgeous Jenny, good morning, good morning. Thank you for coming in, Jenny. Oh, I'm still talking about Nicola. So, in fact, when I woke up this morning, I was like, I wonder what's going on with that. I can't believe she got tipped off, Jenny. She got tipped off, the police were on their way. That's not right. As I say, the normal people know the police are on their way when they're getting their door smashed down. Mora Mick, my beautiful Mora Mick, good morning, good morning. I'm doing okay that I'm sitting down. I'm doing alright that I'm sitting down, but see, once I get up to move, it's a disaster. It's making me feel depressed, so it is. And sad. I had a wee cry. I think I needed it yesterday. I had a wee cry a few times yesterday, just feeling sorry for myself. I hate that as well. I'm never normally like that, feeling sorry for myself, but I just had a day yesterday, like fed up, and I just want to be back to normal. But Sophie had looked it up and said it can take like 6 weeks. There's Anne. Anne, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Thank you for coming in. Yes, do you know? See next week if I'm still feeling the same next week, I'm going to have to phone the doctor because I'm thinking I might need more antibiotics or something because I'm still coughing my lungs up and it's painful. Right, it's at the bottom of my back and it's really painful when I cough. It's like my lungs are on fire, and you know, I'm still very breathless. As soon as I move, I'm gasping actually for breath. So it's terrible. She's come undone. Good morning, good morning. I know I hate coming on and moaning. I don't want to come on and moan and all that. But listen, I'm all right. I'm okay. And if I get worse, I'll let the doctor know. But I am not doing too good. I'm not doing too good, but let's not talk about that because that will just depress everyone. Let's talk about what should we talk about today? Something good. Oh, here, wait till I tell you something good. Look, see, after this live stream, I'm spoiled for choice. Right, the whole time I have had Disney Plus, right? I bought Disney Plus. Oh, she's come undone. I'm on New York. Listen, I would love to come to New York one day. I've been in Newark Airport. That's the closest I've ever got. And I took pictures of the New York skyline. And when I was up on the plane, I could see Central Park and I could see the Statue of Liberty, and it was like one of the memories I'll never forget. But hopefully I would love to go to New York at Christmas at some point. Oh, Anne, you're very welcome. Look, it was a two-way thing. You helped me during lockdown. So it's a two-way thing here. It's not as if I'm just giving. You helped me so much during lockdown. And just every day, just more normal days. You helped me all the time. I worry about you. Even when I was in the hospital, I was worried. Crying to the doors when my friends all think I've just deserted them. Just think of this. I've got up one morning and went, F it, I'm never going live again. I just deserted everybody. Oh, I hear that's what I was talking about. Right, so I've bought Disney Plus, right, for quite a while now. Quite a few months. I've bought that so we can watch the Disney movies and stuff like that, right? So yesterday I was just thinking, I wonder what movie I could watch. And I thought, I'll go into my Disney profile. Listen, I had it set for like 12-year-olds. So I wasn't getting all the good movies at all. So now it's set to 18 and I'm like, wow, look at all the movies I can watch. I had it set for 12, ages 12. That's how I was like, there's not really many movies here that I want to watch. Listen, see now, yesterday I watched one of my most favourite movies and I love it. And it's, oh God, what's it called? True Lies. Oh my God, Jamie Lee Curtis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, poor Bill Paxton. Here, I did a big crush on Bill Paxton. Oh, he was in Twister and he was also on Apollo 13. I had a big crush on him. That was shocking when he passed away, by the way. So I watched True Lies yesterday and I was like, look at all the movies I can watch. So I've not even scrolled through them all, but it's also got documentaries about serial killers and stuff, and that's up my, you know, that's you know, I love watching that kind of stuff about serial killers and all that kind of thing. But that's what all this time, and I've had the settings set to 12-year-old. Look at me watching all the PG. Listen, I'm still not that great with technology, you see. It's a miracle I can actually do this. This is like a miracle that I can actually fire up a live stream and stuff like that. That's how when people say, why don't you make another channel, or why don't you go on TikTok? I'm like, look, this is enough for me. I'm doing good as it is. This is me doing good. This is me doing plenty. Things are falling. Oh, see, and I can tell it's my left lung because I can feel it. I can feel it's my left lung. It's painful. I'll have to give. I think if I told you, so they want me to give more blood as well. They want more blood off me. I was trying to wangle out of that one. I got a message from my nurse. Phone the surgery immediately. We need to take more blood off you. Right, now I was like, Christ, I've just out of hospital. They were taking my blood every day, just about. So I thought, here, I might get out of this by telling them that. So I phoned up the reception. I says, look, I was in the hospital there. I says, and I gave like lots and lots of blood. And they said, no, you still need to come down to the surgery. And I was like, oh, I says, well, I'm not feeling that great now. Can I leave it? So it's in a couple of weeks. Oh, my poor Jenny. Oh, my God. Oh, I hope these painkillers help you then. Because, see, when you're in pain, this is why I felt really down yesterday as well. Because when you're in pain, now I'm in pain a lot anyway, right, with the leg and the back and all that, you know. But see, when it's like the pain when you're breathing, that's different. That's a different kind of pain, a more worrying kind of pain. And I was just feeling sorry for myself yesterday. Do you know, I just needed a cry. Jenny, maybe a wee cry would help. There's my green rose, my gorgeous green rose. Thank you so much for coming in, my beautiful green rose. Look at your wee facey. Oh, I missed yous all. You know, just sometimes having a wee cry helps. And yesterday, I phoned Sophie yesterday, in fact, once I'd come offline to use. I FaceTimed Sophie and she was in the toilet and I just cried. And I was just crying and just felt really bad. And I was like, I just feel as if I need a cuddle. I just need somebody to put their arms around me and cuddle me and tell me everything's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You know, just that's all I wanted yesterday. But just be talking to Sophie and seeing her wee face and stuff like that and remembering what she has went through. She's my wee hero, Sophie. Sophie was, as I say, we get told to prepare for the worst with her. Did you, Jenny? Sometimes a cry helps. So I had a wee cry a few times yesterday. I kind of cried, and I don't feel like crying today. So that's a good thing. See, when you wake up, you're like, right, I don't feel like crying today. That's a good day for me at the moment. What bleep? Someone's bleeping. Oh, I don't know what the hell it is. Something's bleeping. But aye, sometimes you just need a wee cry. In fact, see, when I was in the hospital, we had turns each. I swear to God, this is absolutely true. In the hospital, there's like 4 beds to a ward, right? That's what it is. And we would take turns each. One day the lassie in the corner over there, she'd be sitting greeting and we'd be like, oh, you're all right. And we were all around her, you're fine. We'll look after you, blah, blah. And then the next day it'd be the lady across from me, she'd have a cry. And I had my day, I think my day was the Wednesday or the Thursday that I just cried. It was my day to cry. And then the other lady, so we all had like days to cry. So we did, and do you know what, it helped? Oh, Green Nose, I love you so much. Oh, I know, Sophie is my absolute hero. And see, when I was in the hospital, I was looking at the ward and I was visualising when Sophie was able to stand up and she had one of the Zimmer frames that she could hold on to. And she took like 2 or 3 steps and still at that point, I wasn't allowed to visit her because the whole virus thing was going on. And I remember that was one of the most amazing moments in my whole life was seeing her walking. And when I was in the hospital, I was visualising Sophie doing that. Just in the ward, I was just visualising, because all the wards are the same, basically. I was visualising her doing that. So I think yesterday we were talking to Sophie, and we were talking about how bad she was and stuff. It kind of snapped me out of it, kind of thing, like, right, okay, it's not as bad. It's just, and Sophie looked up, sometimes it can take like 6 weeks to heal your lung. So I'm like, right, okay, as long as each day there's maybe a wee improvement, I'll be happy. So there's my NASA top. NASA. Listen, my astrology club's not on for the next 2 weeks. What am I going to do? Do you know what? I might take you a drive. How about that? Know how I've been taking these weeks? Oh, can I don't think I've any internet. Okay, F it. Right, I was going to take you a drive, but I've no internet, so I can't do that. The following week, I might be able to take you a wee drive. I'll get more internet. Not this week, but the week after. And instead of us going to astrology, we'll just go a wee drive. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Because I'm enjoying having these out in the car again. I'm enjoying it. Do you know what? I'll need to take the kids away. I was thinking, you know how I went to the seashell shop last year. I'm going to ask Amanda next time that she's got a day off to take her, Sophie and the wee fella, and we could all go to the calendar to the seashell shop. Here, we might even have a look in that shop window again. Remember that? I was telling I was telling everybody in the hospital about that. How embarrassed that. And I've got it on camera too. If you don't know the story, I'll tell you, because it was quite funny, and it's there in my videos and my live streams. It was when me and Sophie had went to a place called Calendar, and it just shows you how fast I can like think sometimes. And we're looking in this shop. Oh God, that was hilarious. We're looking in this shop and everything was extortionate, right? I'm talking like pictures were like 200 quid and there's this and that. And there was a wee rabbit about that size. And it was like 35 quid or something, right? So there, I'm going, look at that, Sophie, that's ridiculous, isn't it? She's going, I know, Mum, look at the price of that, £35. I'm going, oh, you'd need to be off your nut, I says, to buy that rabbit. I says, that's absolutely extortionate. And I says, do you know what? I says, that's just for tourists. Here's a martingale pink, good morning or good afternoon to you. And Sophie's going, I know, it's for mugs. People, only crazy people would buy stuff at that price. And I'm going, it's an absolute rip-off. That's what it is, it's a rip-off. And the woman comes round, the owner of the shop comes round, and went, everything in the shop's handmade, you know. And I went, oh, aye, your stuff's fabulous, by the way. I says, your stuff's beautiful, aye, Scott, look at the wee rabbit, isn't that lovely, Sophie? She's going, aye, the wee rabbit's beautiful. I was thinking, oh, jeez. You know, your own way, you feel as if you just want the ground to open up and swallow you. So that happened. So we looked for a minute, and then we went, right, let's go. And we legged it. We legged it out of the seashell shop. That was funny. But I'd like to take the wee fella as well, so we can go. That's what I'm going to. In fact, I'll send Mandy a message today, and that'll be a wee day for us. I think that'll be nice. And we can make sandwiches. You know how I like my sandwiches, my hard-boiled eggs. Oh, I love a hard-boiled eggie. Sophie will say, why do you call it eggies? And I'm going, I don't know, I just do. They're eggies. Oh, see, on Saturday, well, it won't be up on my channel on Saturday, will it? No, I'll have it on my channel on Sunday. I've got an Easter egg. I've got one Easter egg that I got because I need to do my Easter egg ritual. Every year I do my Easter egg ritual. So I'll do my ASMR Easter egg ritual. So and it's a Cadbury's are the best Easter eggs. So I'll be doing that. And then Friday it's Good Friday on Friday, and if you're a Catholic, you kiss the cross at 3 o'clock on Good Friday. That's what you do. Oh, I don't even know what day is it today? Is it Wednesday or Thursday the day? What day is it? Andy, know? I don't even know. Am I swirling for everybody, or is it just my bloody laptop? I've got the thingy. Is it Thursday? There you go. It's Thursday today. It's Thursday. Thank you, Jenny, because I'm in the twilight zone at the moment. Don't know what daytime or anything like that. See, it's not right. I don't know if this is normal, what's happening to me. That's how I'm worried, because and I can still taste blood. Hope I'm not kicking it. I hope this isn't it. Okay, think these things, don't they? Listen, see if I've been living in borrowed time. I should have kicked it in 2014. In 2014, it was the year of the whole cancer, and you know, I feel blessed that I'm around to see my grandson and stuff like that. So it is what it is. When your tea's out, your tea's out. I don't know if that's just a Scottish saying or if it's a universal saying, but we say when your tea's out, your tea's out. Just mean when it's your time, it's your time. I know, green nose, this is it. But sometimes you feel as if you're invincible, and then something like this hits you, and then you're like, God almighty. I've never been this, I've never had a collapse long before, so, but I've never been this breathless doing just normal things like talking. Just talking makes me breathless. Going to the toilet exhausts me. A shower, I done a shower this morning, and I had to sit in the toilet afterwards to get my breath. This has never happened to me ever, so this is why. Edgeversma, good morning, Edgeversma. Edgeversma, I'm feeling a bit better today. I'm not going to cry in your faces. I'm not going to cry in your faces today, so that's a bonus. That's a bonus. Oh, pardon moi. Oh, get all this out done. But there you go, imagine me with the Disney thing. I'm excited to see what movies I can watch now. But True Lies, oh my God, I love that one. But listen, I like Arnold Schwarzenegger at the best of times anyway. He's good. He's a good looking man, isn't he? Jamie Lee Curtis, she's also very good looking, isn't she? For her age, oh my God, Jamie Lee Curtis. And you know, I watched some Like It Hot when I was in the hospital, and her dad, Tony, was it Tony Curtis? Aye, her wee dad was in it. I remember apparently he said kissing Marilyn Monroe was like kissing a wet fish or something, he said. Right, I would have volunteered for that. Let me kiss her. I love her. Poor Marilyn, she was going through it, wasn't she? She was saying too much. That was her downfall, saying too much. Shame. But some Like It Hot with Jack Lemmon. Oh, he was great as well, wasn't he? Jack Lemmon. That was just hilarious. Men in drag as well. Do you know what I mean? It was, and by God, they were good with their drag, weren't they? They looked the part. So I'm excited to see what I'm going to watch today. Well, between that and the news. Hey, Jafar Samar, did you hear that Nicola must have been tipped off? Because she left her house 20 minutes before the police arrived. So to me, looking in, I'm thinking to myself, somebody's tipped her off, like, Nicola, the police are coming to your house, and she's just legged it. She's just legged it before the police got there. Now, I was saying the normal, average Joe, they know the police there when they're getting a battering ram through their front door. Nobody's phoning them up and saying, listen, by the way, the police are coming to your house, you better hide everything. Or flush it, or whatever they want to do with it. So, I think I want to be looking into that. I think the Scottish police should be looking into that and going, I wonder who tipped her off that the police were coming, because that's not right. That is not right. That's one rule for them and one rule for us. That's not... See, if they're going to be doing that, they need to do that with everybody. They need to do that with everybody. Give them a 20-minute warning. Listen, by the way, we're coming to your house in 20 minutes. Alright, okay, thanks for the heads up. You know what I mean? Hide everything. Hi, that's not right. I'm shook. I am absolutely shook with Scotland at the moment. I love my country, but now I'm like, what the hell has happened? Becky, my gorgeous Becky, good morning, good morning. Jenny, me too. I've always voted SNP, always. But now I'm like, can you vote for a party you can't trust? And I'm not sure, because we had this scandal, and if you didn't know, before it we had another scandal with the previous Alex Salmond, who I also loved. I loved Alex Salmond, but then there was like a whole... I don't even know how you would call it, but there was a whole scandal with him. I'm not even wanting to get into it, but it was like a naughty scandal, let's just say, with him. So we've got that. So I don't know what to think anymore. And the thing that's really, really annoying me, thank you, Becky. I'm glad to see you in the chat. Thank you so much for coming in. The thing that's getting me is the vision of me when I was Skyping my mum, and she's sitting with a duffel coat on in her own house. And I'm saying to her, Mum, what are you doing with your duffel coat on? She's going, it's freezing, hen. And I'm saying, Mum, is your heating on? She's going, I'll put it on later. I'm all right with my coat. And I'm going, Mum, going to please put your heating on. Listen, hen, it was like £15 a day or something. I can't remember how much it was, but she was counting it, how much it was a day and stuff like that. She's going, I'll put it on later. I'm fine with my coat on. I'm thinking no pensioner should have to sit in their own home with duffel coats on in the winter. They should be sitting nice and cosy and toasty warm in their wee hoosies, right? And during that time, my mum and dad were giving money to the SNP. It wasn't much, right? But that's not the point. The point is they were giving some of their money to SNP. They got a Christmas card for the SNP that they had in their mantelpiece. They should have just wrote inside it, thanks for the money. So that's what's really annoying me. That is what's really, really annoying me. that these millionaires, this is what it always comes down to money with these people. This is why, see, money, I mean, you've got to have it right for your bills and stuff like that, but it pisses me off at times. It really does. These millionaires and stuff like that, they're the greedy ones. They can never have enough. $1 million's never enough. That's not enough for them. They want 2 million. If they've got 2 million, they want 4 million. If they're a billionaire, they want to be a trillionaire. It's never enough. And even if it means robbing wee pensioners, and that is basically what that is. Let's call it what it is. That's robbing pensioners. So I'm very vocal on it. I'm very vocal on the subject because I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed with it, and I'm annoyed because I was always like defending Nicola. Even at times I was like, where is she? Where's the First Minister when the shit was hitting the fan and stuff like that with the whole pandemic, and people were dying in care homes. Remember what they done with the care homes, by the way, guys? Can you remember that? Care homes where the most vulnerable people are. Most vulnerable people that should be shielded are. Do you know what they've done? Do you know what we should do? Put all the people that had the virus, let's get them, put them in the care homes. Put them in the care homes. Remember that? People were dying. Remember my auntie passed away. My auntie was in a care home. She passed away, and on her death certificate was respiratory failure. Right, and to me, I'm thinking, it's been the virus, because see, afterwards, like a week after, see, our carers had the virus. So they were even trying to be sneaky with the death certificates because they didn't want the statistics to see the true number. Oh, see, this is it. This is what I see. All this. What happens in the dark shall come to light. There's a great saying that people should know about. What happens in the dark always comes to light. So I was Jenny, I know, and see the people that worked in the care homes and the hospitals, the checkout operators. I always made sure when I was in the checkout, I would say, you're doing a brilliant job, by the way. See if nobody's told you the day, you're a wee hero there doing that. Have a great day. I would always talk to the checkout operators and tell them they're appreciated what yous are doing, by the way. You know, and the health workers. They should have been getting lots of cash. Remember, what's his face, Boris Johnson, he had it mind, he was in a bad way. He was in intensive care or something, wasn't he? And I thought, well, at least he knows what's going on. The NHS should get a good bung of money here. They should get a good bung of money. No, they never. And in Scotland in particular, all that was going on, and they were pocketing the bloody money. This is what gets me. This is what riles me up. Stuff like this, it really does annoy me. It does. And it makes me, I've never missed a vote, right? See, with the whole women's vote and all that, when women weren't allowed to vote. I've never missed a vote. I've voted in every local election and every general election. I use my vote. I always use my vote. And it's got me now thinking, I don't even know if I want to vote anymore, because I don't know if there's anybody I want to vote for. Oh, Jenny, I know, remember that people couldn't see, I couldn't see my daughter who was dying in the hospital. There was wee old pensioners that were in like care homes that had to look at their loved ones through a window. Remember that? It was one of the most, we lived through one of the most terrible, this is, see what we lived through is going to be put down in books and history. People in the future are going to look back and go, I can't believe they people had to do that. That's the kind of thing. And to think when all this was happening, that money that should have been going to things like that, like care homes, hospitals, there's still kids in Scotland. I don't know if you know, but there's kids in Scotland that the only meal they get is at school. That's the only meal they get is at school. You know, kids are going. And then there was a story, this was on Radio Clyde, right? This was in Radio Clyde, our local radio station. And it's a DJ called George Bowie, right? He's quite a famous guy. And he was talking about this story that he'd heard, that it was a teacher and there was like twin boys, right? And she noticed that when one of the kids was at school, the other one was absent. And then the other one would be at school and the other boy would be absent. They were never at school together. And she thought, this is weird. This is weird how this is, it's always either one or the other. The two boys are never in the classroom. So she went out to their house and she knew the people, and she went out and she went, look, I'm just asking, I'm a bit concerned here. It's either one or the other. They had one pair of shoes between them. One pair of shoes between them. That's what these boys had. That shouldn't happen. That should not happen in this day and age. That should not happen. One pair of shoes between them. And you think, that can't happen. That can't happen. And it does happen. These things are happening as we speak. So, no, it's taken that, it just doesn't, oh, I'm angry about it. Oh. Yeah, I know, that's, see, and that wee woman that passed away that was next to me in the hospital, oh God, I still think about her. And although I knew her, many days did I know her? For a week. I knew the woman for a week. It felt a lot longer, because when you're in that kind of environment, you, as I say, you become friends with people quickly, because within half an hour you already know where they stay, their family members, what they're in for, all the rest of it, you know, you get to know them. And that wee woman, I would help her have her breakfast and her you're getting your tablets, and there's your cup of tea. She couldn't see very good either. And when she passed away, I sat and cried. I sat and cried. I was like, Zachary, good morning. Arizona, wow, beautiful Arizona. I'd love to go to Arizona one day. I'd love to go, listen, I'd love to tour the 50 states of the USA. That's what I'd love to do. You know, the USA is my most favourite place in the world. I have the stars and stripes all over my bedroom. I've been 5 times. 5 times. I've been blessed to have been there 5 times. But, you know, you're on where you're like, will I ever get back? I'd love to go to New York. New York at Christmas. To see the Rockettes Christmas Spectacular. To see the Rockefeller Christmas tree. All that kind of stuff. But my walking's not that great anymore. So I would need to get a wee scooter. Imagine me scooting about bloody New York through Central Park. Beep, beep. Oh, that'd be great. That would be good. Aye. And I've always wanted to go to Houston as well, but I think we all know why. To see Johnson Space Centre. And now I want to go to Hawthorne in California to SpaceX. Just show them my tattoo and go, look, you need to let me in. I've got SpaceX tattooed. Have you got SpaceX tattooed in your face? No, I do. Oh yeah, see, that's it, Zachary. I would need to go in winter. Because us Scots, we're... Do you know, people will say us Scottish people were actually like milk bottle white. That's, some of us are really... I'm not so bad. I've got kind of Canadian coloured skin, because my dad's from Canada, so I've got kind of darker skin. But a lot of the people in Scotland are peely wally. There's a good Scottish word for you. Peely wally. That just means very white. And see if somebody's looking sickly and they're pure white, you say, oh, they're looking a bit peely wally. So there, use that word today in somebody. It's a great wee word. Just say, oh, you're looking very peely wally. It's a great wee Scottish word. I love it. But us Scots, that's what. So we wouldn't be able to. Deal with the heat. When I went to Florida, it was always Christmas time, Christmas, New Year. We went to Florida, apart from one time, and that was back in 2015 when I had just done the whole cancer thing, and I went with my mum and Peter, and it was in May. Gee, listen, I was hunting for shops just for the air conditioning. I remember going in and putting my t-shirt in the air conditioning unit like that, going, oh God, that's great. Oh, like the air conditioning unit. It was, you know, we were boiling up. We were in the pool at 4 in the morning, swimming about and stuff like that. The locals were going about with jackets on. I'm stripping off. Yeah, I was look, and the heat. I was like, it was very warm, very warm, and that was in May. I can't even imagine what it's like in July and August. But see, they've all got pools. They've all got pools. By the way, that's me. That's me. I tell you, I've cancelled my membership for my swimming. They were putting the membership up again, right? Now, bear in mind, we've already had twice the membership gone up. They've turned the heating, the pool down, the jacuzzi down, and all the rest of it. So I've had enough. So I phoned them and said, right, I'm cancelling it. I've still to pay May's before I can cancel. So I've got to pay the 1st of May as well, even though I'm not going. You know, what can you do? But I thought, can I not cancel it right now? No, you've got to give us a month or something like that. And I was like, but so anyway, it is what it is. But they're going to lose all their regulars, so they are with their shenanigans. Because see the water in the pool, as I say, there was a babies club and they had to stop the babies club because the water was so cold. See when you went in, took your breath away. Took your breath away. They told me not to, Jenny. See, I'm a good lassie. They said don't cancel your direct debit. We will. So they did. So I'm just going to be a good girl and just pay it. That way as well, I'm in good terms if I ever do want to go back. But yeah, that's no good that. But the temperature of the pool and all that, it just wasn't right. Because it wasn't enjoyable. I like to go up and just enjoy myself. But see, if you stop moving in the pool, you'd be chittering. It was so cold. So they're going to lose. They probably have lost quite a lot. I mean, I know one of the lassies that was there when I was still there, that I used to talk to every morning. She says, Linda, she says, I'm cancelling it. She says, I can't. She says, with the temperature of the water and stuff like that. I know, Jenny, I'm not going to do that though, because you know what I'm like. I'll just pay it. Oh, it's just the 1 mere month and that's it. Just shows you though. So, you want to see the amount of washing I've got through the past few days. A ridiculous amount. Remember, Denny used remember the old twin tub wash machines, or is it just me? I'm an old person, you see. I remember helping my mum with her twin tub washing machine. And we used to have a ringer on the sink. It was like a double sink and we had a ringer on it, or a mangle, some people might call it. We called it a ringer. And you would have your washing bit that you put all your clays in, and there'd be a thing in the middle just doing that. And then you'd spin it in the other wee bit, but it would still be wet, and then we would put it through the ringer. And then we would put it on a pulley, we called it, in the kitchen. And it was, look, see, back in my day, there was no deep fat fryers. It was all chip pans. It was all chip pans on your cooker. And your washing would be hanging up in your kitchen. Getting in the lovely aroma of chip fat. But see, we all must have smelled like chip fat back in the day, because we didn't notice it. Nose blind, I suppose you could call it. Oh, if you got a pool, Zachary, oh my God. I would be in it non-stop. I love pools. I love water. I'm a water baby. I love water. I could just stay in the water all day long. I swim in all the water. I go in, see the sea. I remember going in the North Sea. In fact, I went in. There was one time I went in, I could see oil rigs. That's how north I was in the North Sea. And my lips were turning blue. I was still in the water like that, playing about. I love it. I love the water. I love swimming. But the heat, we can't do it. Us Scots, we're not used to it. We're used to the rain and the misery. You know, that's how, listen, I swear this is absolutely true. See if it's a really warm day in the summer here in Scotland, our casualty departments are chock-a-block. Our casualty departments are full of people like that have had a right good drink, because this is what they do. They have a drink, they sit in the midday sun without any factor on. Some of them even put baby oil on, I kid you not. Baby oil, midday sun, blend out while they're drinking alcohol, right? So they end up dehydrated and burnt and they end up in casualty. That's just summer for us. That's what happens. Whereas me, I sit in the shade. But even though I sit in the shade, I end up getting a tan. I can never understand that, how that happens. I've got my wee sun hat and all that, because I've got to be careful with the whole cancer thing. I've got to watch what I'm doing. I can't lie out in the sun anymore. But that's what the folk of Scotland do. Taps off weather, we call it taps off. That just means tops off. It means all the young guys go about, or old guys with their top off. So if it's going to be a nice day, we say, oh, it's taps off weather. Oh, here, grass cutters. I need to get my son out to do the grass, actually. It's really, really needing it. He's not going to be happy. He's not going to be happy doing it. But listen, it needs done. Do you know what? I think I'm going to wake him up and get him to do it today, actually. I like the sound of the grass getting cut though, because it's like spring now, it's actually happened. And all the wee birdies are chirping like hell in the mornings, which I love. I love that too. So I'm going to go. I don't know what I'm going to watch because I'm spoiled for choice now with the Disney Channel. I'm spoiled. Because there I was, 12-year-old, I had the settings to. Listen, now I can watch all the good movies. So I'm going to watch something while I'm doing the rest of the ironing. It'll probably take me about another hour. But I'm not going to go too fast because it's taking it out now. I'm going to get the boy up to do the grass. He's not going to be happy with me. It does need done now. So, thank you all so much for spending time with me this morning. I shall be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. What will we do tomorrow? I'll maybe do my nails tomorrow. Thank you, my green rose, and thank you for coming in to say hello to me. Thank you to everyone for coming in and just spending time with me. I appreciate you so, so much. And I love you very, very much too. And I'll be back to see you tomorrow. So have a lovely, lovely day. Bye, everyone.